talk to one another. Otherwise, you're going to get distracted and mess up. It's going to take longer. But if you guys don't communicate with one another, we might just get a call and response. But as long as you guys keep talking to minimum, we'll get through this very, very quickly and get you back out on the field as soon as possible. All right, before we get started, I do have a single announcement I want to make. I don't remember any of the other ones I'm supposed to make. Speak to Be is coming up this Sunday. That's June 17th, Sunday, June 17th. It's going to be from 9 a.m. all the way until 1 p.m. After that, we're open for normal hours of play. If you don't know what Speak to Be is, it's a 5-on-5 tournament style play. We play right here on the north part of the field. We will fix it before Speak to Be because there are some people moving stuff around, but tournament paintball, running and shooting, sliding and shooting, overshooting, mid-caps only, no engagement distance. That stuff sounds fun. Check us out. We do live streams as well on Facebook if you want to see what it's like before you actually show up to one. But that's going to be this coming Sunday. All right,
quick announcement. If you guys don't have anything to do this summer, I recommend getting a bronze membership. It's $150 instead of paying $20 Monday through Friday. We are raising our prices, unfortunately. But I recommend getting a bronze membership for $150. It saves you guys a lot of money. Yeah, he bought one. Yeah. Also, today is pistol shotgun only, but since we have people that brought their rifles, we're gonna do every other game a rifle and pistol shotgun game. All right. I know a lot of you guys got tri-shotgun rentals. You could switch them out for rifles. Got it? So right now we're gonna have a open class, which is rifles and pistol shotgun, and then the next set will be just pistol shotgun only. Got it?
I don't know, did they got it? All right, guys, listen up. So we're just going to go over some basic safety rules, and we'll get you guys back out here as soon as possible. First things first, inside the staging area where everybody has their gear set up, always keep, I've already seen a couple people do this today, make sure you always keep your magazines out of your guns. Fingers off the trigger, barrels pointed down, always keep your gun on safety. The reason we ask you guys to do that, we don't want anybody shooting their guns out the staging area. If you're going to listen to anything I say, please listen to this. Never shoot your guns out of the staging area. It doesn't matter if it's loaded or not. If we catch you guys shooting a gun out there, we'll take your wristband and send you home. Just putting everybody out there at risk of losing their eyes. Nobody in the staging area is wearing eye protection, so it's very, very, very unsafe for you guys to be shooting your weapons out there. As long as you guys keep your mags out, fingers off the trigger, safety's on, don't shoot your guns out there, you will be golden. Everybody got it? Yeah,
yes,
cool. That's cool. All right, out on the field, we have a 10-foot engagement distance. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, now, those in the back, if you can't see, please stand up unless you already know this rule. Now, myself and Eddie are standing exactly 10 feet apart from one another, but if we're pointing our weapons at one another, you notice we're within 10 feet. We measure 10 feet from the end of our barrels, not from where we're standing. If I want to engage him this close, I point my weapon at him, say surrender or bang bang. If I shoot him from this close, I'm the one that's out. I gotta apologize, sorry man, and make my way to the dead box because I'm the one that's out. You shoot somebody within 10 feet, you are out. You are out, not the person you shot. If both of us come barrel to barrel, that means we both have our barrels pointed at each other at the same time. We're both out. I'll show you what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Doesn't matter who says surrender or bang bang first. It's whoever has their barrel pointed at the other player first. So if his gun is already pointed at me, I come around a corner and have to pull my gun at him. Even if I'm the first one that says surrender, I'm still out. Because again, his barrel was pointed at me first. Any questions on how that works? Wonderful, thank you. All right, so try not to surrender anybody through any cracks out on the field, please. It's very confusing. People aren't going to know where they're getting surrendered from. And if you're surrendering somebody, you got to make sure you use, I know we're an indoor field, but you got to use your outdoor voice so they can actually hear you. Don't stand 8 feet behind somebody and whisper surrender at them. Even if you're using a light, they're still probably not going to know they're getting surrendered. If you're surrendering somebody, it is your responsibility to make sure they know they're getting surrendered. Run up on them, scream at them, surrender as loud as you can so they understand they have to get out. Otherwise, if you shout surrender and they walk past and know they got surrendered, how are they going to know that they're supposed to get out? Don't look at us. Please make sure you actually surrender somebody. It might give away your position, but that's the way it is. All right. There's no running and shooting or running and surrendering, no jumping and shooting, sliding and shooting. Please make sure there's no blind firing as well. Fastest you guys can move and shoot your guns or move and surrender somebody is a combat walk like this. Anything quicker than that, we might sit you out for a set in the dead box or send you off the field. There's no running and shooting, running and surrendering of any kind. You guys like that stuff? Come here for Speaky B or come here on a Thursday. We relax the rule a little bit. All right. There's no blind fire. I think I mentioned that. Make sure you're always looking where you're shooting. Please do not stick your gun around the corner and shoot it without looking where you're shooting. Always be looking down your sight. If you have a rifle or a shotgun, please make sure your backhand stays wrapped around the right grip or the pistol grip. Front hand stays on the foregrip or the pump handle, and the stock stays touching your shoulder. If you take the stock off your shoulder to stick it around a corner or surrender somebody over a barrier that's blind firing, don't take your front hand off the weapon and one hand your shotgun or your rifle. That is blind firing. Please don't take your back hand off the weapon to feather your trigger. Shoot it faster than you'd normally be able to. That is blind firing. We don't mind if you use your index finger or your middle finger to pull the trigger, but please make sure your hand stays wrapped around that grip. You're not using your whole hand to pull the trigger, only one of your fingers. Please don't walk your triggers either. It's kind of hard to do on a pistol shotgun knife, but only use one finger at a time to pull the trigger. All right, ricochets don't count, gun hits don't count. Everything else does, even shots on your band tape, shots on your bag. If you're using a sidearm that you're not holding in your hands, all that stuff does count. Make sure to call it. Ricochets, if a BB bounces off anything that hits you, you don't have to call it, but you better be 100% sure it was a ricochet. Gun hits, if a BB hits the gun that you're currently holding in your hands, you don't have to call that either. Like I said, everything else counts. It only takes one hit to get you guys out. Anything more than 4 is considered overshooting. Now, it is pistol shotgun night. My guys that are running tri-shots out here, be very, very careful. We're not talking about the number of times you shoot somebody, it's the number of BBs that hit somebody. If you're using a tri-shot, one hit is all it takes. If you pump 2-3 shots into somebody with a tri-shot, you just shot them 9 times, that is definitely overshooting. Please make sure you guys are aware of that. All right, quiet now, guys. Thank you. All right. Once you guys are hit, put your hand up, say hit dead player coming out, make your way to where all you guys are sitting right now. This is the dead box, this is where all the dead players go. When you're on the way to the dead box, don't stop moving, continue walking with your hand up. If you're coming around a corner blind, say hit, dead player coming out, don't stop moving. Dead players do have right away here, but if you stop, you're gonna forfeit your right away. Everybody that's still shooting is gonna continue shooting. You're gonna be stuck out there waiting for them to finish shooting. You're probably gonna have to walk through their fire. If you're still in a game, you see dead players coming out, please hold your fire for them. As we said, dead players are right away. If we see you guys continuing to shoot while dead players trying to make their way under the dead box, we're probably going to pull you out around. Talk to you about why what you did was wrong. It's very important you guys let dead players come to the dead box, hold your fire for like 5 seconds, it's not going to ruin your night. All right, if you have any issues with anybody overshooting, not taking hits, not taking surrenders, anything like that, let one of us know, either the ref in the dead box or if it's an emergency, the ref up in the tower in between rounds. Try not to talk to me during the game and talk to the ref up in the tower during the game. It's very hard to hear. There's a lot of gunfire, a lot of people shouting. I will probably not be able to hear you. That's what the dead box ref is for. In between rounds, if you need to talk to me, I will probably be able to hear you then. But any issues, talk to us. Please do not confront a player with any issues you have with them on the field. If we see you guys confronting somebody on the field, we'll probably pull both of you guys out. We don't want any fights breaking out on the field. Airsoft is a bit of a high adrenaline activity. If you're trying to talk to somebody, your voice is probably going to come out louder, more aggressive than you intended it to. That's going to give the wrong impression. You guys can start fighting. On an airsoft field, the first thing that's going to come off is going to be somebody's face mask, because for some reason, whenever people want to fight with one another, they start stripping off pieces of their clothes. Never take your field off on an airsoft field, especially this one here today. Since you're here, I'm repping you. Don't take your mask out. We'll mark your wristband, send you off the field to watch our safety video up front. If you have any issues, talk to us. Don't confront somebody on the field. If we see you confronting somebody, like I said, we'll pull you out. But if you're going to tell us about a complaint you have, please give us a good description of what they look like head to toe. It helps us find them faster. Don't just say, hey, the guy with the rental shotgun and the rental mask. There's a lot of people like this tonight. Let us know what they're wearing head to toe. Are they wearing a short sleeve shirt, long sleeve? Do they have shorts, pants? What color? What kind of shoes do they have? Is their hair sticking out of their mask? Are they wearing a beanie? Are they wearing a hat? What color is their lens? Anything like that might help us pick them out of the crowd. All right. In between rounds, please hold your fire out on the field. We don't want to hear you guys testing your guns in between rounds if you absolutely need to. That's what these 4 cans right here are for. If you need to test your guns, either during chrono or while we're running games, you can use these 4 cans right here at any point in the day. Now, something I forgot to mention earlier in the day, or earlier during orientation. This sign right here will tell you when it's okay, when it's not okay to come out to the field, when it says keep out, and you guys are in the staging area. Do you guys think you should enter the field? Yes or no? Yes. Whoever said yes, you're wrong. When it says keep out, you stay out of the field. When we flip around, it says stop, chrono only. Feel free to come out, test your guns. If you have your own personal gun that you haven't got chrono today, please bring it out. We can help you at that event. You guys only need shooting glasses when you're out here for chrono, but if you're out here for a game, you need full seal eye protection. If you're under the age of 18, if you're under the age of 18, you need full face protection, including full seal eyes. It never comes out when you're out here in the field. Like I said, if you see you taking it off, there's marked wristbands sending you off the field. Alright. When you guys are exiting the field, procedure to make sure you guys are good to come off the field. If you guys are running a pistol tonight, all you have to do is take the mag out, drop your hammer, and you're good to go. Just so the dead box ref will let you back off the field. If you guys are running a rifle or shotgun, first things first, take the magazine or the shell out. Second, come up to these 4 clearing cans I mentioned before. Shoot 2 to 3 times in there to make sure there's no BBs left in your gun. Once you've done that, put your safety on, make sure your fingers off the trigger, have your barrel pointed down. Once you've done all that stuff, show the dead box ref, mags out, guns clear, guns on safe. I'll give you the thumbs up. Once you're all the way back in the staging area, then you can take your masks off. One more time, mags out, clear your guns, safety's on, fingers off the trigger, barrel's pointed down. Show the dead box ref. Once you've done all that, and you're back in the staging area, then you can remove your face mask or your eye protection. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? All right, I know I did have a play with a melee weapon here tonight. Melee weapons are allowed. Please don't slash, stab, or throw. If you get the drop on somebody, you tap them with a melee weapon, they are considered out. You got a question?
When the players are hit, can they just like walk around the outside so that they're not crossing between the gunfight?
Yeah. If you guys are hit, his question was, if you're hit, are you allowed to walk around the outside of the field to get to the dead box? You guys take whatever path you feel is best, but personally, I like to take the most direct path because it gets me to the dead box faster and I spend less time getting shot at on the field. Any other questions, comments, concerns? All right, you guys are going to go. This next game is going to be open.